I was going to be going nearly dormant for a little while. It's been about a week and a half, I think. I didn't get that video out last week. Things are absolutely crazy around here. In just a little bit, I'll flip the camera out and kind of give you a little sneak peek preview of what I got going on. But long story short, I bought another business. It's a bundling business, rather large scale. Sending out currently 2 tractor trailer loads of 24 pallets with 60 bundles on each pallet. Last Monday is the morning that I had the meeting with these guys that were selling / basically trying to sell just me this business. The customer is fairly high end, and they have been watching me for a little while by the sounds of it, like me, like the aspect of my business and what I stand for, how I treat it. And they came to me with the offer. I talked to the wife, and we pretty much jumped. Guys, I say it on my social media quite often, but when you step up to the plate, you can't have the bat sitting on your shoulder. You got to be ready to swing at opportunities like this, and I'm very, very thankful that I had my ducks in a row and I was ready to swing, because if all things work out well, this is pretty much an already running business that is just a huge addition that I already know that I can take off and hit the ground running with. The guys that ran it before actually didn't really do anything but run it. They had employees. So currently I actually have the 3 employees that they had working for them, and they're working for me currently. I got a guy that runs a saw, and he's ran a splitter and processor for them. They had a Bell 6000 machine there. I watched it run. I'm honestly not too impressed with how fast it was and what it did and how much waste it really made trying to make this wood. And I stumbled into a power split that I ended up being able to buy. And with being able to buy it, I stopped running that box type wedge that I have on my processor. And I'm just running the 6-way reg on the Wolf Ridge single that I had made for that processor. What that's allowing me to do is make just like almost no waste. I mean, that's not a thing, but it's minimal waste compared to what I was getting before. So out of that, I'm just taking that stuff out of the back of the processor now and running it through this power split, and it has the attached 32-foot conveyor, so I don't have to use an older conveyor anymore either. I have a conveyor set up right there that's off the power split. Super nice. So far, I've already sent out 1 truck. It's actually, they swapped trailers yesterday, so it's actually on its way this morning to that customer. And then I already have the other trailer that they dropped. We had pallets ready to go. We had 18 ready for it already. So today we're gonna finish this trailer and start stacking them up here again for the next trailer that will be here tomorrow, because this load's gonna go to them tomorrow. Pretty excited about this whole ordeal. Started buying quite a bit of firewood actually to keep this thing afloat right now. But the way the customer works is they keep an abundance of these pallets in their warehouse, heated and cooled. So I don't necessarily have to be sending them ready to burn seasoned firewood, because it's sitting in that heated and cooled warehouse. Bundled grade firewood dries out pretty fast. I mean, that's what these guys have done that I bought the business from, and they've been doing it for like 10 years, so I don't really see a point in changing something that is working. But currently the customer is sending out a rancid amount of pallets. So I'm trying to mix it and buy seasoned firewood, and I'm fresh splitting ash, some maple that I had, and some of the dead older, either dead standing or older logs that I've had around the woodlot here. Mixing it in, trying to just make everything work the way it needs to work. So right now I'm actually loading up a load of my firewood here onto the dump trailer that I'm going to take over right over to the other retaining wall, dump it off and let them put it in bundles. The firewood that I've been buying was done with a Timberwolf box wedge machine. It's split directly onto a Timberwolf belt conveyor, and it ran down a set of grizzly bars and into a dump truck and into a big pile. Needless to say, that stuff is just full of little scrap kindling, just crap pieces. So when you dump that out of a dump truck into a massive pile and you're trying to sift through it to bundle it, it's making a lot of time out of it, because once you pull the pieces out, they're digging through crap trying to keep moving. So I'm trying to figure out a way that I can run that stuff through a set of like massive grizzly bars or something, because a tumbler or a disc cleaner or anything along those lines is not in the budget anytime soon after doing everything that I've just done. I'm implementing some of the dry firewood here that I have, buying some of the dump truck loads every now and then cleaning up nightly over there, trying to keep the guys moving well. Done some averaging already on some of these loads, just trying to make sure that everything's working the way I need it to. I don't want to get 10 loads into this thing and realize that, hey, I'm actually not making money. So I mean, right away I'm going to the books with the info that I have, trying to make sure that it's working correctly. And so far it is. It's actually working a little bit better than expected. I try to always shoot on the low side of that stuff. So that's a good thing. Cannot complain about that. To hit a little bit on the power split, I love it. I absolutely love it. The thing is sweet. The way they drive themselves around the lot is fantastic, and if you have a wood lot as big as mine and as well maintained as mine, and it's not all mud, it works awesome. There's no doubt about it. Right now I've been processing, and then it's probably around 25 or 30 foot away that I've been making the pile for this bundle wood. So I just drive the splitter back and forth as I need to, load it up on both tables, and then drive it over another, the 15-20 foot back, and then I split that wood and come back to the processor. I think the biggest thing that I am going to have to drop money on right now is covered space. I pretty much have an idea what I'm doing. The area that I'm in, I cannot build a permanent structure without jumping through a buttload of hoops with the county. So that retaining wall they're working over there, I think I'm going to put a set of caps on top of that wall, so I'll gain another 15 inches there. And then I'm going to get a storage container and put right next to that pile that I've made. So then in between the storage container and the wall, there'll be about 15 foot of space. Then I'm going to put a hoop barn over the top of everything there. Then I have dry storage still needs these pallets at the end of the day. I think that's good enough to keep the guys working for most of the morning, so I'm gonna go dump this off over there, come back, we're gonna reload, and I've got a 2-rank delivery and stack job and a 3-rank delivery and stack job, and they're roughly 10 minutes apart from each other in the same direction. So we're gonna do that and head out of here. I'll probably pan over and show you guys the setup as to what's going on. Like I said, it's going to be rather quick. I'm not disclosing my customer at this point. I'm not disclosing the company that I bought out at this point. Honestly, nobody's going to know who they are anyway. I didn't even know who they are. So let's just get after it today. Big things. Alright, this is the early stages here. Before anybody says anything, no, I am not getting rid of my 28 Pro. Not a chance, because it's a great splitter. I love the splitter still. It is just not near as fast as this power split, nor can I make the bundle grade wood with it with the attached 32-foot conveyor. Everything that's packaged with this system it meets everything I've been wanting for a long time. So, and it's a package deal more or less. But I can't take this thing and hook it to the back of my truck and take it into the woods to split when I need to do something like that. So the 28 Pro is still going to be that splitter for me. It's still going to be the splitter that if I got a buddy that needs to use it, they can use it. If I need to take it somewhere and do a custom job, I can do that. It's going to take a hell of a custom job for me to take this power split somewhere. But that said, I'm going to flip this thing around. These guys almost have a whole pallet done already. They've only been here for about 30 minutes. We've been rocking out around about a pallet and 3/4 every hour between the two bundlers, and then I've got another guy that kind of runs us all. I let him run the splitter. He can run the skid if he needs to move pallets for them. We're gonna do a quick pan around here and show you what's up. The idea is to put the storage container right where them stack of pallets are right now, and then we're gonna put a hoop barn over this entire section right here in between the two. That's the hope. That way all that gets covered. I'm probably eventually gonna concrete that. I can store extra pallets of done wood when it's when my trailer's full under roof. That way I don't have to keep tarping them like I've been doing. But that was your sneak peek. I'll probably try to add some footage of me running that power split a little later. It's sweet. I'm thoroughly impressed. Any vertical splitter will do what this one does at the end of the day, but there's none other that drive themselves around and have attached hydraulic 32-foot conveyors. I love it. One more pallet to wrap after this one, and our second load is done. first month or so here. Right now, obviously, with the holiday coming up, is our absolute busy time, especially for this customer for what they do. Squeeze it in the trailer here. Last 6, we are able to just push in with the skid.